A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I want A plus English. That's so much fun. English education for you and everyone. So come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A plus way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A plus English.
Hi everyone, and welcome to A+ English. I'm Pat.
And I'm Elsie.
And today we're back with Aaron and Monica as they travel to different parts of Taiwan.
Last time they went to 大稻埕, and today they're staying around the Taipei area.
That's right. They're off to Beito. Have you spent much time up there, Elsie?
Yes, I have. My family and I have been to Beito many times. The hot springs there are great. What about you, Pat?
Yes, I've been up there a few times, as you say, to go to the hot springs and to see the park. I like the library up there too, but I've never been inside. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Well, also, I once hiked from Tianmu over to Xinbeitou and came down into the hot springs area that way. It was a very nice walk and kind of interesting to see things from that side instead of coming up from the MRT station.
所以 Pat 从天母爬山走到新北投，然后看到另一个面向的北投。It was great.
It was fun. Okay, so let's read through the article and find out what Aaron and Monica see on their trip to beautiful Beito.
Discover Taiwan.
Aaron and Monica discover beautiful Beito.
Aaron and Monica are in Xinbeitou Station.
All Beito's attractions are 15 minutes from the station.
Even the hot springs?
Yep, but let's go to the library first. It's one of the cool spots here.
Is it that wooden building?
It sure is.
They arrive at the library.
I would love to study here. There's so much light.
It would be really peaceful too.
They start walking to the public hot springs.
Are we getting a private hot spring room?
No, you have to book those rooms very early because they're so popular.
That's okay. The public ones will be just right for us.
We're here.
Yes.
They go in and get ready to change.
I would love to study here. There's so much light. I'd like to study here. There's a lot of light. It would be nice to study here. There's lots of light.
You have to book those rooms very early because they're so popular. These rooms are popular, so you have to book them very early. Many people want to use these rooms. You have to book them very early.
Word power!
Spot. Spot. Sun Moon Lake is a great spot to visit in Taiwan. Sun Moon Lake is a great spot to visit in Taiwan. Study. Study. Why don't we go to the library and study together? Why don't we go to the library and study together? Light. Light. There is not enough light to read in here. Can you turn on the lamp? There is not enough light to read in here. Can you turn on the lamp? Book. Book. I booked a table at the restaurant for Saturday. I booked a table at the restaurant for Saturday.
认识字汇。
Attraction. Wooden.
The article begins by explaining where Aaron and Monica start their little trip. It says Aaron and Monica are in Shinbeito Station.
现在呢 ，Aaron 跟 Monica 在新北投站。
Monica starts off by telling Aaron about what they're going to do and where. She says all Beito's attractions are 15 minutes from the station. An attraction is one of a place's features, something interesting or beautiful that we can see when we go to a place. So a country also has attractions, which could be anything from a nice town to a type of food or food in general. It's related to the verb attract. So an attraction is something that attracts people or brings them to a place so they can experience it.
Attraction 这个字代表就是景点啦，那它的动词形式，你就把字尾的 ion 去掉就好了，变成 attract 吸引这个动词。那 tourist attractions 代表就是观光景点，也就是观光客喜欢到的地方。那这边 Monica 说，全部北投的景点呢，都距离新北投站只有15分钟而已。By walking, right?
Exactly, by walking. Now, it looks like Aaron already knows a bit about Beito as he asks, even the hot springs?
哦，就连温泉也是吗？走路就到了吗？
And Monica says, yep, but let's go to the library first.
哦，所以他们要先去图书馆。Pat mentioned the library in our introduction today, but why are they going there now? Are they going to read books in the library?
Well, we see in the article that Monica says it's one of the cool spots here. This sentence contains the first of our word power words for today, the noun spot, S-P-O-T, spot. Let's find out what it means. So here, the noun spot has a similar meaning to the word attraction that we talked about earlier. It's a place, usually a place that's noted for something, either its beauty, its buildings, its history, or something like that. People will want to visit it for this reason. We could call something a beauty spot, a famous spot, a historic spot, a tourist spot, and so on. Like in this example, Sun Moon Lake is a great spot to visit in Taiwan. Sun Moon Lake is a great spot to visit in Taiwan.
Spot 这个字呢，在这边当名词用，代表地点、场所。那例句说啊，日月潭是台湾一个可以走访的绝佳景点。那回到对话来呢，这里很酷的景点很多，也就是北投很酷的景点很多，而且图书馆是其中之一。So when you visit 北投, you need to visit this library.
That is right. So let's get back to the article. And Aaron says, is it that wooden building? Wooden is the adjective form of wood, so if we say something is wooden, we mean it is made from or with wood.
Wooden 它是一个形容词，代表木质的。那你把字尾 en 去掉，你看到 wood 那就是木头。所以 Aaron 这边就说了，它是一个木质的建筑物吗？ Is he right?
Monica says, it sure is.
没错 and that's why the library is so special.
That's right. We see that they arrive at the library.
他们抵达了这间图书馆。
Here, Aaron says, I would love to study here. If you say you would love to do something, it means you want to do that thing if you get the chance. For example, you could say, I would love to travel to Hawaii one day.
I would love to do that too. Would like to 后面加个原形动词，或者是 would love to 后面加个原形动词，表示的是想要或是希望做某件事情。So what would Aaron love to do here in the library?
He would love to study in the library. Let's take a look at the word study, S-T-U-D-Y, study. It's a verb and our next word power word. Let's check it out. To study means to learn about something, usually by reading a book, making notes, and maybe doing some exercises to help you remember or learn how to use the knowledge you're studying. We study lots of subjects in school, and when we go home, we often study as well. We usually think of students studying, and you can see the words are related, but anyone can study a subject by reading about it, or listening to, or watching educational shows about it. When Aaron says he wants to study at the library, he means he'd like to take his books there, or get some books there, get a table, and do some work. Here's another example. Why don't we go to the library and study together? Why don't we go to the library and study together?
Study 这个动词呢，代表读书。那例句说，我们何不去图书馆一起念书呢？那回到他们的对话 ，Aaron 说：“我想要在这边读书。” And why would Aaron like to study in this library?
We see in the article that he says there's so much light. We have another word power word to look at here, and it's the noun light, L-I-G-H-T, light. Let's find out what it means. Light is generally a natural thing that helps our eyes to see and makes it possible for us to see other things. Light can come from a fire, from an electric light, or just from the sun, in which case we'd call it natural light. In our article, Aaron means natural light in the北投library. There are many windows and kind of open areas and other ways for the sunlight to come into the library. Here's another example. There is not enough light to read in here. Can you turn on the lamp? There is not enough light to read in here. Can you turn on the lamp?
Light 在文章中当名词用，代表光线。那例句说啊，这里头的光线不足以阅读，所以你可以把台灯打开吗 ？To turn on the light， 那就是把灯打开。那关起来，我们用 turn off。那这边 Aaron 说，这里的光线很充足 ，and that's why he wants to study in this library.
That's right. Well, let's get back to the article. Monica says it would be really peaceful too. Now, here she's using would to say the library will be peaceful if you went there to study. The word would suggests the result of an imagined event.
那这边的助动词 would， 它表示会或可能的意思。那 Monica 就说了，在这边读书也会非常的平静 （peaceful）。
However, they're not going into the library today. We see in the article that they start walking to the public hot springs.
他们开始步行至公共温泉 ，so they are going to the hot spring.
Yeah, walking up that little hill. And Aaron asks, are we getting a private hot spring room? So this means a room with a hot spring in it, or just the water coming into it, just for the two of them in a small hotel rather than a big hot spring that they share with other people.
Public 我们知道是公共的，那相反私人的我们说 private。所以这边 Aaron 就问啦，我们会有私人的温泉汤屋吗 ？Are they going to have that?
Well, Monica says, no, you have to book those rooms very early because they're so popular. We use the phrasal verb have to show that you must do this thing in order to succeed.
Have to do something 代表必须做某件事情，像妈妈或爸爸或长辈可能会跟你说 You have to go to bed early， 你要早一点去睡觉。You have to brush your teeth before going to bed， 去睡觉前要刷牙。And you have to do your homework. And what do they have to do?
Here they have to book a room early. Now in this sentence we're using the word book, B-O-O-K, book as a verb. It's our next word power word, so let's look into this book in more detail. To book something is to arrange for the use of that thing before you need it. You agree the time, date and place of the thing you book. For example, you could book a room in a hotel, a table in a restaurant, or a ticket for some kind of transportation like a plane or train. You could also book an appointment with a doctor or someone like that in order to see them at an arranged time. Here's another example. I booked a table at the restaurant for Saturday. I booked a table at the restaurant for Saturday.
Book 这个字呢，在这边当动词用哦，代表的是预定、预约。那例句说，我在这间餐厅订了一桌礼拜六的位置。So why do people need to book a private room in a北投 Hot Spring hotel early?
Well, Monica said because they're so popular. We use the word because to show or introduce the reason or explanation for something.
Monica 这边回答，你必须很早就要订了，因为汤屋很夯，很受欢迎。我们用 because 这个字，它是个连接词，来带出原因。所以在课文里头，你看到结果子句出来之后，加上 because 带出原因子句，那也可以等于什么呢？我们可以把 because 放到句首来，加上原因子句之后，逗号再加上结果子句。所以原本的句子我们也可以说 because those rooms are so popular.You have to book them very early.
That is exactly right. So, after this, Aaron says, that's okay. The public ones will be just right for us. Now, in this sentence, just right means perfect. It's exactly what they want.
所以这边 Aaron 就说到啦，没有关系，公共温泉刚好适合我们。
Monica then says, we're here.So they are clearly at the public hot springs. As we said at the start, it's a pretty quick walk.
Yeah, 他们抵达了北投公共温泉。
And day one of the article ends with some description. We see that they go in and get ready to change. To get ready to do something means to prepare to begin a particular activity. For example, we could say, we need to get ready to leave.Or we need to get ready for our vacation, depending on whether it's to and a verb and it's for with a noun.
所以 get ready to do something 就是准备好做某事。那如果是 get ready for something， 那就是为了那件事情做好准备。那 for 后面就会加名词或者是动名词。Okay, so what are they getting ready to do?
They're getting ready to change.Which in this case means change clothes. So they take off their outside clothes and put on the clothes they'll wear in the hot springs.
所以这边的 change 代表更换他们的衣服。那他们准备好要换衣服了。They need to put on their swimsuits and wear swim caps.
Yep, and that brings us to the end of day one. There's more to see in Beito, but we'll learn about that tomorrow.Right now, we're going to go to our magic box and then we'll be back for our review time activity.
Magic Box 找亮点。
Hello， 我是 Casey。先考大家，如果呢我要翻译我希望某一件事情发生，通常英文大家会怎么说呢？是不是很直觉的可能会翻成 I hope or I want to do something？ 这是很正确的一个表达方式哦。像是这句话 I'm hoping to get a new camera on my birthday。我希望在生日的时候呢可以得到一台新的相机。不过呢，只会 hope 跟 want 是不是还不够？今天就来跟 Casey 学学看，还有其他哪些词可以表达想要或是希望。首先呢，如果你想要表示礼貌的话，通常就会用 would like or would love to do something 这个片语。举例来说 ，I'd like to go shopping rather than hiking。我想要去逛街而不是爬山。would like 后面呢，你也可以加上不定词之外，你也可以接上名词哦。像是呢，在餐厅点餐的时候，可能会听到店员这么问 ：Would you like coffee or tea？ 你想要咖啡还是茶 ？Would you like coffee or tea？ 认识完了 would like 的用法呢，那我们就来更深入了解其中这个 would 这个助动词的用法。除了刚刚学过 would 做搭配跟 like 搭配使用之外呢 ，would 也可以单纯作为 will W-I-L-L 的过去式哦。像是 Ryan said he would come, but he didn't in the end。 Ryan said he would come, but he didn't in the end. Ryan 说他会来，但是最后他并没有来。还有呢，另外一种表示请求的时候，你也可以用到一种比较委婉的说法哦。像是呢，如果我想要请你帮助我，那我就可以说 Would you help me? Would you help me? 以上的 would 的用法你都了解了吗？快来复习一下吧。该怎么说 Kelly 想要喝一杯水呢？记得用刚刚 would like 的用法哦。拜拜。The answer is Kelly would like to have a glass of water. 你答对了吗？
Wait for it. It's review time. 复习时间到喽。
So we've got 4 word power words today, and it's an interesting set because all of these words, they work as a noun and they work as a verb. Okay, each of those 4 words, but they do have different meanings when they're verbs and nouns. So let's start with the word book. Let's see if we can use the word book as a verb. I'll do verbs, you do nouns. Okay. So as a verb, we can say, I booked a room in a hotel. So can you do book as a noun?
所以刚刚 Pat 用动词的 book 说他已经订了一个 hotel， 那我就要用名词。
Yes.
I use the noun form, which is 书本, so I'll say I have read a lot of books.
Okay, now we have
this year.
Now we have study. So now in our article it was a verb again, so we could say Ali is studying in her room. But study as a noun is kind of like an actual place, a room. So
you mean the study room?
A study room. We can just call it a study.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, can you do that one?
Yep, sure. My father went to his study to read the newspaper. Some houses, if they're big houses, actually have a study. There'll be books there, there'll be maybe a computer there, it'll be quiet, and maybe the parents can kind of use it and the children will keep out of it.
像书房一样.
Something like that.
So what about the study that's like a report, like a study shows
that's right.
that
There's another
something,
noun
something.
meaning. Yeah, that's right. A study is a piece of research on a subject to find out about it. Like the study showed that all children under the age of 13 know how to use a smartphone.
Right.
For example. Okay, so our next word was light. Now, in our article, we used light as a noun, okay, but it can be used as a verb. If you light something, it could mean you set it on fire, or it could just mean you light a room, so you provide light. So as a verb, we could say, these candles light up the room. And as a noun, could you do a sentence with light?
Don't forget to turn off the light before you leave the room.
Good example there. So light means the kind of electric lights in the room. Okay, so final word was spot. Okay, spot as a place is as a noun. Okay, so for example,
this is a beautiful spot.
Exactly, but as a verb, it means to see something, to kind of understand something, or oh, there it is, I've spotted it. So can you spot the difference between these two pictures? It's a bit like see. Okay, so interesting how these single simple words have many meanings as nouns and verbs. That's the end of the time we've got today, but join us again tomorrow for more about Beto. See you then. Bye for now.
Bye.
Discover Taiwan.
Aaron and Monica discover beautiful Beto.
Aaron and Monica are in Shinbeitou Station.
All Beto's attractions are 15 minutes from the station.
Even the hot springs.
Yep, but let's go to the library first. It's one of the cool spots here.
Is it that wooden building?
It sure is.
They arrive at the library.
I would love to study here. There's so much light.
It would be really peaceful too.
They start walking to the public hot springs.
Are we getting a private hot spring room?
No, you have to book those rooms very early because they're so popular.
That's okay. The public ones will be just right for us.
We're here.
Yes.
They go in and get ready to change.
I would love to study here. There's so much light. I'd like to study here. There's a lot of light. It would be nice to study here. There's lots of light.
You have to book those rooms very early because they're so popular. These rooms are popular, so you have to book them very early. Many people want to use these rooms. You have to book them very early.
Word power.
Spot. Spot. Sun Moon Lake is a great spot to visit in Taiwan. Sun Moon Lake is a great spot to visit in Taiwan. Study. Study. Why don't we go to the library and study together? Why don't we go to the library and study together? Light. Light. There is not enough light to read in here. Can you turn on the lamp? There is not enough light to read in here. Can you turn on the lamp? Book. Book. I booked a table at the restaurant for Saturday. I booked a table at the restaurant for Saturday.
认识字汇
Attraction. Wooden.